still a follow-up on that. You mentioned that different agencies, they have their contact. They are reaching out for their counterpart in the U.S. government on the
Yes,
issue
and
of
not
funding.
always successfully.
Yeah, but is there a unified reaction? Like what kind of level? You just said the senior level contact with the U.S. government. What kind of senior level?
The unified reaction was what
We
you
heard
heard
that.
from my boss, right? I mean, I think he sits atop of the UN system. He was speaking on behalf of all of the UN system, and I think in very clear, direct, and stark language.
Let me put a very clear question. Has the UN or has the Secretary General himself ever requested a conversation with President Donald Trump?
Yes, we've made that very clear for quite some time now.
You have already done that, but
That's
no
correct.
response yet.
That's correct.
Okay, but this is a trend now because of the cut funding from U.S. Now we hear that other countries, like you just mentioned, UK is also cutting the fund. How would you evaluate the situation now for not only UN but for NGOs who's doing all those humanitarian
Well, I mean,
works all over the world?
it's a very good point. Is that of course UN system is being impacted, but most of our implementing partners are small local NGOs with the local knowledge who are working directly with recipients, and they're being devastated.
One last question. Yesterday, President Trump also again threatened tariffs against Canada, against Mexico, China, and now Europe. Now everybody is trying to get the retaliatory tariffs. How would the UN see this kind of escalation on tariffs?
Look, we think there is a existing international architecture to deal with trade, right? And we believe, as a matter of policy, that trade disputes are better dealt with through that architecture.
You mean WTO?
All sorts of architecture, yeah.